Welcome back. This is the adventure of Claremo Pierce, as we are taking a look at Final Fantasy XIV. Welcome, this is M-Dog from M-Dog Gaming. Hope you got to see the first video. If you didn't, you may want to check that out first, or just chill with us here and hang it out. We're really just picking up here at level 5. The first video did a lot of introductions to general MMO mechanics as well as specific things to Final Fantasy as introductions go. We'll really continue to be doing some of that here, but really looking to see what is it like to play this MMO, and what is it like to have what I'm calling a lore Toon, where we're really going to try to pay attention to the story and really enjoy all the systems as we go. Not rush it all, but just kind of smell the roses, right? We're right in the middle of a main story quest. MSQs, you'll see them mentioned as main story quest. It's called Catch Your Breath. We're actually delivering pretzels. So really important work here. 12 save me, scorching days, freezing nights. This post will be the end of me. So we're going to go ahead and hand a Twilight pretzel. I'm sure that will soothe Servile Sultan Sworn's concerns. A Twilight pretzel, don't mind if I do. It's a refreshing pretzel. I feel reborn. All right, we've got one more to deliver. It's going to be down this way. So let's go ahead and sprint down there, as our little gladiator girl does not have a mount capability yet. So we'll be huffing it everywhere we go. And just fair warning, as I'll show you what this will be like, I am going to be eating a little bit of fruit here as we play. So breaking all kind of rules here, both in the stream and as this video will end up on YouTube as well. But alas, that's just the way it's going to be, right? Western front clear, eastern front clear. Have a Twilight pretzel and chill out, stern Sultan Sworn. For me, from Papashan, a Twilight pretzel, my favorite. How did he know? Can't fight on an empty stomach now, can I? Actually, I can't fight on any stomach. I suppose you could say I have no stomach for fighting. But so we have done what the main story quest was asking for us. We are level 5, so we could go poke our head up in a fate, which might be a fun thing. We haven't done a fate yet on this Toon. Kind of show what the typical rewards are for doing fates. Because of all that we're doing on this Toon, we're going to be completely out-leveling the main story quests, but no worries. You've returned, Papashan says, and with a deal fewer pretzels, I see. Tell me, how fair are Sultan Sworn sentries? Do they have anything to report? Anything at all? What? Nothing? Are you sure? Oh dear. Take this for your troubles then, and stay a moment. There's more I would ask of you. We're going to get 5 more potions here. As we now have hit level 6. We learned a new action, Flash. Increases enmity in all nearby enemies. And it blinds for 12 seconds. So that seems like an important tanking ability, right? Claremo, I have just this moment. No, the time for concealment is past. The truth is, even before I had you deliver those pretzels, I was privy to some most unsettling news, which is the real reason I sent for you to meet those Sultan Sworn. Papashan is in dire need of your assistance. Okay, we're here to serve you. A young noblewoman from a very prestigious family has run away from home, and I've been ordered to see her safe return. The Sultan Sworn are assisting with the search. Alas, it seems they have found no trace of her. I apologize for not being frank with you from the start, but we must proceed with caution. Should word of her disappearance spread, I fear others less honorable motives may join the hunt. Others with less honorable motives. And should we allow her to come to any harm, not even 100 beheadings would be punishment enough. This cannot happen, Claremo. It must not. I need you to help find her. Praise the 12, I knew I could count on you. I've instructed the others to expand the search, but Thanalin is vast, and there are only so many of us. The young nobleman's name is Lady Lara. I want you to go south and look for her in the vicinity of the Sultan Tree. Good luck. Okay. We're going to go look south. We'll wait and do a fate a little bit later. So, one thing that I'm anxious to do is to go back and do our level 5 class quest. But I'm trying to do the quest in the order in which makes sense based on when they're given to you and what's going on in the story context. So we will hold off and go ahead and do this other level 5 main story quest before returning to the Gladiator trainer and see what they would have us do next. And it's possible they may send us right back out here, although I also think it's fairly possible that it may work out where they will also send us to this area here, which was the other level 4 quest that we had. Alright, Sigmund Rumar. That's another player. We have found a hooded Lalafell. Oh, Sultran Tree. You're about to enter an instance battle. Instance battles may only occur certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information displayed in the active help window before answering the call of duty. You're about to enter a special instance. Instances objectives can be confirmed in the duty list. For the duration of the battle, you'll be unable to pass beyond the red line displayed on the field. You automatically leave the instance once all quest objectives have met. So this is a way that they tell stories in instanced areas so that the other things happening in a massive multiplayer game can't impact your experience. So they can tell a more tightly packaged story this way. So you'll hit these moments during especially main story quests.
Oh, Sultan Tree,
Lilira.
hallowed spirit of my line, forgive my weakness. My failings have cost us dear.
So I haven't come across Lilira past this in my other characters playthrough, my main. So I don't know if she just kind of disappears or if I haven't noticed her again, but you see her here, but it's another character that you meet that ends up being pretty important. And there he is.
As you command, O Lilira.
Lilira? I like the voice actor that plays Thancred.
Forgive my selfish desire to assure your welfare.
I don't recall requesting an escort. Simply pretend we never met and continue on your way.
We both know I can do no such thing. It isn't safe for you here alone. It isn't safe for anyone. Not with this etheric disturbance. It's as though the dead are watching us. And I'd prefer not to join them, if it's all the same to you. Ah, you must be the one that Papa Shan mentioned. Congratulations on finding our elusive young charge. You'll have to forgive her impetuousness. What she lacks in discipline, she makes up for in stubbornness. You should return with us. The station master will be eager to thank Lady Lilira's protector in person.
Uh-oh. This could be trouble.
Alas, the station master will have to wait. Dear Lilira, for my sake, please stay out of harm's way. As for you, dear friend, for Lilira's sake, please stay in harm's way.
And as a tank class, that's especially true. So let's see if we can get the attention of this by using flash. Huh, didn't work. Our handsome stranger seems to have really good aggro on the creature. The Blanca. It's a level 12 creature. Wow. I don't know if we want a level 12 creature beating on us, to be honest. Alright, we used flash again. So pretty interesting looking creature, I guess. Leave the big one to me, you handle the rest. Alright. So we're fighting these little level 4 guys. Much more our much more our speed. He says he's going to heal us if we stay close. I think even at least one more set of ads will come out. Yeah, here they come. There's another set. He just healed us. Duty complete. So the boss fights in this game are typically actually really fun with some cool mechanics going on. That one didn't really have many except for the ads, but this is really early in the game, so you haven't even had to go through your intro to how to play your class style yet. So I guess I got to keep it easy. All right, here's the first bit of like overall story, like big picture story. Past the intro cutscene, this is going to be sort of a follow-up of some of the weird elements of the intro cutscene. Will be in this one as well. Hear, think, feel. Is that what it says? So we got our first crystal, and it looks like there's a total of 6 we'll need to collect.
Hear, feel, think. Crystal Bearer. I am Hydaelyn,
Hydaelyn.
all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy
Very pretty
deeds
music.
shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
Who was that? Is that like an indication of that there are multiple heroes?
Ah, coming around now.
Would you mind telling me what that was?
If I only knew. A denizen of the void at any rate.
The void sent? Here? But how?
The question isn't how, but who. We're not dealing with bookless bandits. Don't suppose the answer came to you in a dream? No sooner did you fell the beast than you fell asleep. Too much ether, no doubt. Interesting. I hadn't considered the crystal. But of course, this changes everything. Oh, just thinking aloud? At any rate, we haven't a moment to spare. I must return and report this at once. I leave Lady Lilira in your capable hands.
How dare you pass me about like a swaddled babe?
Oh,
I
goodness.
shall return and tell them myself.
As you wish, your impetuousness. I suspect we shall meet again before long. Until then, do try and stay awake.
We did not get a name for him. Thancred has not identified himself to us yet. All right, so I guess we'll run back up and turn the main story quest in. Let's see where the next one sends us. I, for one, sort of hope that it allows us to go back into Ul'dah, because I want to do our class quest. In fact, one way or another, we're going to probably do that next, whether it's natural or not. I don't want to get too over level for the class quest. Thanks to the gods you've returned. You had us so also worried. You do realize what would happen if a person of your noble stature were to be injured or worse? Why, Her Grace the Sultana would be beside herself with grief, and so would her subjects. I dare say they'd be weeping in the streets. But I already have given you cause to weep, Papa Shan. You and the people of Ul'dah. Please, you're not to say such things. We will find it, I swear to you. It's not my place to make demands, my lady, but I beg you, please stay out of harm's way. I apologize for causing you undue worry, Papa Shan. I shall refrain from traveling unescorted in the future. And there goes the escort. Cannot thank you enough, Claremo. I understand you fought bravely to protect Lady Lilira from void-sent fiends. For your gallant service, you deserve all the riches in the royal vaults. Alas, a small token of my gratitude is the best I can offer. A sarcastic man with a strange contraption strapped to his shoulder? I see you met Thancred. He's a scholar who spends his days investigating oddities in the aether. Rather too fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. As for you, Claremo, you're just the sort of adventurer we need around here. I pray you show the same kindness to the people of Thanolin as you did to us today. Okay. Your next main story quest almost always comes from the same person. In this case, it's someone right next to it, though. Alright, so let's see what Ciccidioa has to say. Deliver a gift to the coffer and coffin. I think that's going to be... I hope that's back in Horizon. That might actually be on the outside. Favorite aspects, I pay a debt of gratitude owed to the owner of Coffer and Coffin. Purchase the Royal Plantation's particularly plump pumpkin, a particularly popular piece of produce. All the peas. Alas, I cannot part this place to procure and prefer the pumpkin. You see, the scheduled shipment from Nanamo Mines for which I wait is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead and see it safely to the Coffer and Coffin. Present the receipt of purchase to Kagari at the Royal Plantation. She will yield it to you. Seem to attend this time-consuming task, but I really appreciate your assistance. So let's see where this is. Okay, it's actually right near here, so we'll go pick that up. Level 6 main quest. And then there's another quest out here as well. So let's get the pumpkin. Doesn't come calling soon. The spectacular specimen shall sadly be past its prime. Here's the receipt of purchase for you. Deliver this decadent delight. I can say with confidence that any gourmand would be grateful for such a grand gift. Here's the pumpkin. I hope it meets with Roger's approval. Fresh produce is somewhat scarce in these parts, and such we are always deluged with demand. You know the way of the Coffer and Coffin, right? Correct. It's beyond the ridge to the northwest. Look for the place where local laborers lounge. Blah, 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 blah. So many of the same letter. It's hard to say those things. The slaying of the shrews. Thinning out the snipping shrew population. Thailand has ever been a barren region. Believe me when I say it takes no small amount of effort to make crops grow here. We've even introduced earthworms to soil in order to enrich it. Alas, they've been nigh eradicated by snipping shrews, burrowing critters native to these parts. Unless we save the earthworms, this entire plot won't yield so much as a single pumpkin next harvest. Won't you help us by thinning out our shrew population? The Shrew Hills would be the best place to start. Okay, so here is the Shrew Hills. Actually right here. I guess since we're here, we'll go ahead and do it. They want us to deliver this to here. So I'm going to sort of have a decision to make. I guess we could, and then we could go there. Maybe we'll do it. I don't know. It's just, again, I hate to pass up on the level 5 class quest, but... Alright, let's kill these snipping shrews. One thing that is interesting about this game is how long the global cooldown is. There's just kind of no way around it. It's a longer global cooldown than many MMOs have. And so you just sort of have to get used to a little slower paced, waiting on your global cooldown. Now, most classes will eventually get an attack that ignores the global cooldown, so you can weave that in between attacks when you're able, but the GCN is pretty slow. I guess I've kind of adjusted to it, but it's still not my favorite, to be honest. Alright, so we finished this while we're here. We'll go ahead and turn this in. Truly a champion of earthworms. We can look forward to plentiful harvest of pumpkins. I wonder which ones will grace the Sultan's palace. Again, more crafting catalysts. Level 7 quests. See, we're getting higher and higher. Listen to your fish. Point you in the direction of work. An idle adventure is sorry sight. I have no need to assist them. Perhaps someone at Coffer and Coffin wants for a helping hand. Wawaburu, the resident chef, comes to mind. The man is obsessed with inventing new dishes, and I hear his current fascination is fish. Donate some for his cause. I'm sure he'd be grateful. I don't know much about fish, but I knew what I like and what. And I like Orobon. You won't find a more succulent fish in these parts, I tell you. Give some fish to Wamabum. Wholeheartedly recommend fatty Orobon. 4 slices or so should be enough for him to experiment with. Listen to your fish. We are fairly close to Blackbrush Station, aren't we? I feel like in a way it would be a shame not to go ahead and attune to this Aether since we're close. So we're going to make the trip to go attune to it, but then we're going to go back and do our class quest. So we're now level 6, but at level 5, ooh, look, there's the fish we need. They're only level 5. Maybe we go ahead and go do it. Because the quest turn-in for that is going to be right up in the direction we're going, I think, so. It's too bad this quest doesn't have the option of introducing you to the actual profession of fishing. You actually have to attack the fish instead of fishing for the fish. Let's make sure we don't have any more gear we should put on. We don't. Other than times that we're actually tanking, it looks like Flash is mostly just going to be useful if we're ever worried about the amount of damage we're taking. We want to blind the enemies. If there's multiple enemies, we might want to blind them temporarily. Alright. So one thing we do want to keep our eye on as we're out here and running around, if anything is eligible for our hunting log. And what do you know? There is something there. So an antling worker. You see that yellow symbol? That means that it's on our hunting log. So we definitely want to kill 3 of those. It should tell us down here that it'll be 1 of 3. Oh, there's an ability. We want to get out of the way of that. So that's the first time we've seen like a directed ability by an enemy. Big chunk of experience. Go up to level 7 there. Very nice. Alright, here's one of the quest turn-ins. Oh, here's another one. It's on our hunting log. Do we go ahead and do it? It's level 7. We also joined a phase. Alright, so we're doing our first fate here. These guys are also on our log, so that's one of the reasons why I was so drawn to it, because it's going to be a pretty easy way to complete this part of our hunting log. And now I guess we'll go ahead and finish the fate. Might as well, right? About halfway there. Plenty of time left on it. Let's use this time to kill these off our hunting log as well. As there are other people working on the fate now, but we have made plenty of progress ourselves, so we don't want to exit the fate. We want to stay in it, but we want to attack this. Go ahead and use this time to kill these guys as well. Because we've already done at least 50% of the fate ourselves. Fate complete. So we got 975 experience and 12 gil. We also finished another stage of our hunting logs. We've gotten several parts of the hunting log done. It's very cool. Alright, there's a couple things to turn in here, one of which might be the main story quest. Where is it? Is it underneath us? Yeah, it looks like it. Alright, so if you're not in combat, falling in this game doesn't kill you. It may take life away, but even if it takes you down to 1 hit point, it won't actually kill you. This is the coffer and coffin. Alright, so here's the main story quest. I'm sorry, the side quest. Fish, feudal. There are no suitable species, but I shall not surrender. Orabon, of course, but wait, how did you know my endeavor? Well, it matters not. Solution suggested sensational. Sauté with salt, a squirt of sun lemon, and simple yet sublime. Fish is a costly commodity here in Thanalin. Were it not for your local large, I would have been forced to work out a fortune to have some brought hither. Thank you. We'll get regular potion. Alright, let's turn the main story quest in. Better spell is coin in place for me. Let's see, what is this for? Deliver the pumpkin, that's right. This is that weird pumpkin quest. What's that? We, Sisodoa, asked you to bring this here to me? Ha! Even a foul-mouthed drunk knows the meaning of remorse. Reckon this is for the time I carried his drink-sodden arse back home. But hell's an honest-to-God's pumpkin from the royal plantations. I can't wait to see what the cooks will do with her. The lads here scoff down beastly amounts of meat, and it's starting to tell on their health. It'll be good to get more vegetables in their bellies, assuming I can get the stubborn bastards to try something new. Thanks for the help, lassie. So we've been getting, okay, so we'll take a look at roll actions in just a second. We have been getting something in our inventory on a couple of quests. This marmot steak food, and it actually gives you plus 3% experience for 30 seconds when you eat it. So, you know, it kind of adds up, especially at higher levels when experience actually starts to feel like it takes a while to get it. Shrew meat. Wants us to get some shrew meat for him out of traps outside. You know, lassie, you're just going to stand around with your thumb. I can give you something to do. No shortage of customers here, the coffer and coffin. The same token, I can't afford to hire much help. We're chronically understaffed. Lazy are types what refuse to come in order for the counter. It'd be a great help if you could attend these customers, mark their orders on the here slips and bring them here, and don't forget about old Aldafoons outside. Alright, so I guess we're taking the customers' orders. Tankard of ale to wash it down. Same if your wife's shite every bleeding day. Rickard. Grilled dodo and smoked shrew loaf, and make it quick. We're waiting tables here. Strongest brandy wine you got. Need help to forget. Keep it simple for your sake. A tankard of your finest ale chilled with an ice shard. Nothing like a tall drink to help one forget the trifling things in life, like work. That's all the orders then? Let's see here. Ale, brandy wine, grilled dodo. Let me guess. 1 tankard of ale, right? Bleeding ice. Ought to put my book. Any road, you did good, lassie. By the way, thanks. I'm going to tell you something ought to prove your profit. So we can get more food, or we can get Gil. We'll get Gil. Alright, you know what? We will come back. We will come back. It's going to be easy to get here since it's so close to the Aether Crystal. So this is how we're going to do it. I guess we already attuned to this one, and I didn't remember that. Alright, so let's return. No. Let's don't return. Yeah, let's return. Yeah, let's return. Because we want to go get our class quest. Which means we need to go to the Aethernet Gladiators Guild. And talk to Milla. The fundamentals of the gladiator arts. Clarimo, I take it you and your sword have become better acquainted. Then I will now instruct you on another fundamental aspect of what it means to be a gladiator, commanding an opponent's attention. As gladiators, we're trained to engage enemies at close range, weathering their attacks as we deliver our own. However, there are times when we must do battle alongside allies whose talents are not the same as our own. In such a situation, your role is not to slay the enemy in front of you, but rather to defend the man beside you. We do this by eliciting the enmity of our opponents through the attacks and techniques designed to incite their hatred. You must learn to draw the enemy's attention to yourself and to trust in your stout constitution to endure. In so doing, you protect your weaker comrades who would otherwise perish. To help you better understand this, there's a task I would have you perform. Happens that Momadi of the Quicksand has requested our assistance. A gang of Lummenson marauders has paraded into town and begun harassing people outside our establishment. Prey on the weak, but they will turn tail and flee at the first sign of defiance. You need not to resort to violence. It will suffice to show them that you are not afraid of them and will not tolerate their behavior. Seek out the Lummensons and make your presence known by bellowing, "Face me, Marauder." In this way, you'll protect the people of Ul'dah as you would your allies in battle. Okay. Is that an emote? Me. Yes, it is an emote. It's like, look at me, dude. Alright, so that's going to be at the Adventurers Guild, huh? Okay. Let's go to the Adventurers Guild then. Alright. Face me. Okay, it's 1 of 4. There's some more up here. Oh, there's one over here. Okay, 2 of 4. Face me. Wait. That was just 3? Oh, here we go. Kicking the hornet's nest. Face me, Farmul Earl. He's kind of rude.
If you write anything on your computer, you need to get Grammarly.
I write pretty much all day.
Okay. Don't believe my words and let my axe do the talking. Uh-oh. Sounds like he's getting violent. You gonna put on a show for us? Who is that? I don't actually know who that is. Another fool. Show some respect when you talk to Farmwell the Driven, leader of Troop of Bloody Murmurs or some such. I heard the first time. Your voice carries quite well. Then unless you want me to split your skull with my axe, you better. That sword, it couldn't be Frenzy? But only the sword of Nade would bloody... It's you! You know, I've never been one to stand back and watch. Mind if I join the fun? Begging your pardon, sir. Why do they always do that? Looks like it's just you and me. Standing up to that Lawmanson was quite brave of you and quite foolish. I think I like you, Gladiator. Name's Aldous. And I'd buy you a drink, but I'm afraid I've just spent the last of my coin. I used to be a young gladiator like you. Back then but hardly concerns you. These days I'm just an explorer of the unexplored, seeker of yet known experiences, like that beautiful stranger keeping my bed warm right now. Gods, I've missed this city, this wonderful desert jewel of debauchery and scent. Now, if you'll excuse me. So, no doubt that we will run into him again. Okay. I swear if I hadn't seen Aldous with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it was him. Everyone here thought he died years ago. Listen, Claremo, do me a favor and don't tell Mila about meeting Aldous, alright? She doesn't need this sort of drama. Why? Well, let's just say some folk ain't good for one another. Okay, we gotta report back to Miles. I don't really like lying to my guildmaster, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Alright, so it looks like just going back to Gladiator Guild is what we want to do. And this should give us either a new ability or some more gear. Doing these class quests are always good for such things. Oops. I've already heard your exploits of Quicksand, Claremo. You did well to send those marauders packing. I wish I could say we've heard the last of them. Alas, we've received reports of axe-wielding raiders assaulting merchants traveling through Scorpion Crossing. It seems words will not suffice after all. I want you to finish what you've begun, Claremo. Head to Western Thanalos and see that the Farmwell of the Driven and all those who have shared in his crimes never trouble the people of Ul'dah again. That's awesome. I really think that's cool. Like, I don't know. Again, main story quest, class quest in particular, really have a way of like sucking you in and making you really care and making you feel like you're a young, a developing hero even. I hope I'm going to the right place here. I'm just kind of going without even looking. Yeah, I think this is right. Alright, we need to keep our eye open because there may still be... Yes, see, this is off our log. Our Gladiator Hunter log. So 1 of 3. Yeah. Alright. That one gave very little experience because that was the very first one, but we got it done. And now we can get this next one done. Here's the cat car. So this first hunting log is nice because so many, they're all in the starter area, so we'll be able to get this thing done pretty easily. Later level ones can get a little more difficult. In fact, some of them even have enemies that you have to go into dungeons and do, so group content. Nothing hard, but just things that can be a little more requiring some looking around and But hunting logs are always good to do. Oh, that was it. We got it. Sorry. About to go kill another one. Alright. Okay. I think we did good in going ahead and coming out here. Feels like it was the right time to go ahead and get our next class quest done. And we also had other quests that were bringing us out here, obviously. Hadn't enough problems where you took the wrong package, Botolf, you bloody oaf. And here's the package we're returning. Because we ran into him in the city. The Horizon package, you're a 12 cent. You spared me quite a headache, friend. Thank you. If there weren't so many other misplaced shipments plaguing me these days. Alright, and we want to get the Disciple of War one. And who knows what it's going to look like, but we're about to find out. Okay, so it's like purple. You can die in this game, by the way. I also need you to help locate misplaced shipments. Make yourself useful and help me find my missing crates. Manifest clearly states these crates bound for East Aldenard Trading Company were included in the latest shipment from Vesper Bay, but I can't seem to find the bloody things. They ought to be around here somewhere, but I can't waste any more time looking. If you find the crates, bring them to me. Cargo's looking for all the... Man, he's misplaced something. It can't be happening. There's no to send for more, and no you there. Please, you must help me. Go kill as many cactars as you must. Gather 4 bottles of their blood. I don't care if you have to hurt the little green bastards to extinction. Hunt them to extinction. Please, there's no time to explain. Just know that my very life hangs in the balance for the love of gods. Hurry, woman. Where the heart is. The goblet. I guess we'll go ahead and do that. I think that's, is the goblet... That's the housing. Okay. Okay, so go look at the housing. Alright. You're an adventurer, you travel to Aurora as a slaying beast and finding treasure, that sort of thing. I need help. I must travel to Horizon where my cargo waits, but my chocobo slugger won't move an inch. I've tried to have a closer look, but I saw a vile pair of antennae protruding from its feathers and lost my nerve. I love Slugger with all my heart, but bugs I cannot do. For you may have a parasite ladybug that's gorging itself on its blood. Check him for me, would you? If you find a ladybug dug in there somewhere, kill the thing. Let's help this poor chocobo. Shoot, I don't know how long you've been streaming. My stream sidebar never updated with that. You were. The goblet is the housing quest. Yeah, I thought so. Welcome, Draka. No worries. Quack. This is my lore Toon. I'm having fun playing her. Alright, I think we have to... Okay, we can go and turn that quest in. Slugger says thank you, and you have my thanks as well. I'm sure as Sunup was a parasite ladybug, must have latched itself on somewhere alongside the road, but how the bloody thing managed to stay concealed at that size is a complete mystery. In fact, I'm not even going to question it. I'd just like to move on and put this all behind me. If we don't keep our chocobos healthy, cargo won't be able to move over land. We owe these birds a great debt. I wish more folk would see that. And more crafting catalysts. Alright. Nervous merchant. Let's see what this is unlocking. See, it has the plus symbol, so this is going to unlock something. They tore me from my saddle and took everything I own. Bring my goods back to me, I beg of you. Search for witnesses at Scorpius Crossing. Alright, so we've got several things to do while we're here. Getting the cargo crates is one thing. We need to go fight the cactar out there. And then we also need to confront, I don't know where it is exactly. Oh, kicking the hornet's nest is out there. Looks like it's part of a fate. We ought to go out there while that fate is there. We might be able to do 2 things for one while we're there. Then we can come back and finish these quests that are around here. Alright, let's run out there real quick. What is this fate? Needless to say, it's got lots of time left, so we're going to be fine. Alright, here's some caravan sacks. Interacting. Okay, these are the marauders we're supposed to be killing. We also want to be killing these cactars, though, for a quest and for this fate, it looks like. So we'll do both. Again, the old 2 for 1. It's very cool when this works out. It's very efficient. How many do we have? I think we've got all of them, actually. Oh, here's something off of our hunting lodge, so let's go do this too. If we can do it without getting too far away from the fate. Our hunting log. I always call it a hunting lodge, which is kind of weird. I'm not too worried about like how much we've participated in the fate. Like we've done enough to get plenty of reward. That's gonna about do it. Yeah. So here's another. Oh, this is the farmable. This is the main guy, isn't it? That we saw in the inn. We will take him down. Nice. All right, let's see if we can find a couple more of these. Yeah, for our hunting log. I'm assuming we need 2 more, although it could be just one that we need a total of 2. Let's see. These things are pretty tough, considering they're only level 5. Yeah, we need 1 more. We need 1 more of those fellas. Oh, here's one. Good. This might have been the one we killed before that respawned. Alright. Another hunting log completed. It's amazing. We've gotten all but 2, 3 done. All but 3 done. And that's central. This one's western. Dusty Mongrel is the only one left on this, the western side. They tore me from the saddle and took everything I own. Bring back the goods back to me, I beg of you. Here you go, buddy. 12, bless you, adventure. If it weren't for good women like you, I'd never leave home. Okay. Looks like we also finished the Cactor Blood quest. Phew, you saved my hide, friend. Just stopped to give my cargo a check on the way to Ulda and saw all the bottles of Razahan skin tonic were as empty as Garlean promise. Looks as though the lid shook off in transit and the whole load spilled right out, but I refuse to have it said that Guntram failed to make good on delivery. Cactar blood is supposed to help you keep the skin supple. I'll just use what you've brought to fill the empty bottles, and all those lovely Uldan ladies will be none the wiser. Don't worry about getting found out. Razahan skin tonic is still a rare find, and all the more so in this far south. I'd venture none of Ulda would even know it from an ampole of their own piss. Alrighty. Dang, we're now level 9. You level up so fast. Did you find my crates? Great job, friends. These will make the next wagon thanks to you. The shipments never stop coming day in, day out. Just keep track of everything is enough to give me migraines. Business is good, true. But what use of money if you haven't the time to spend it? I haven't downed a pint with friends in weeks. Boxes, crates, barrels, lifting, moving, stacking. There's no end to it. I'm tired, so very tired. Say, friend, do a hard-working stranger a kindness, would you? See this letter safe to Kibu at Silver Bazaar. I'd call her myself, but I haven't the time, and I doubt these weary legs would carry me there, even if I did. I'd like to send her something nice along with it. Could I trouble you to scrounge up, say, 5 hammer-beak tail feathers? Guys know you can find the beasts around here easy enough. Kilber's a dear friend. She's called the Silver Bazaar home for, well, far too long. There's been ill rumors of the place of late. I'd just like to make sure she's well is all. Alright, he's kind of sending us down there. What is this? Oh, we finished the level 5 quest. I got you. Alright, let's see what we want to do. We could go finish the quest out here and then turn it in. We haven't attuned to that up there yet either. But it's not that far. Like if we go to Blackbrush Station, we can just run right down there and we'll be right there. So let's go finish the quests that are out here. Let's make sure we don't have any more gear to put on. Okay. And here are the hammer beaks we need. Make sure we don't see anything else that is in our hunting log. I'm just thinking there may be other times we come down here. I don't know. Maybe not though. I want to say that that symbol might mean something like for a hunt or something, but I'm not even sure. Maybe not. Maybe that's on all the symbols, on all the creatures. Huh. This is kind of a long way down here. Here where not budge one step from the spot. Letter to Kikabo and 5 tail feathers. Hammerbeak tail feathers and a letter? Dear gods, it's from Oswell. Have you seen him? Is he well? Dearest Kippo, it's been too long since I wrote you last. How have you fared since? As ever, I'm a slave to my trade. Sally hasn't seen fit for me to take or through Silver Bazaar in some years. I've heard it told the scum of Ul'dah have set their sights on your Silver Bazaar. It seems beyond saving. Really, how do you mean to linger in that horrid hovel? Remember, some birds just aren't meant to be caged. Spread your wings and soar once more, Kickapoo. Spread my wings and soar? By the gods, this is by far the most ridiculous letter I've ever read. And Hammerbeak tail feathers, the dolt does. He realizes that the feathers of a flightless bird, doesn't he? Well, Oswald can go bugger himself. I've no intention of stepping one ilm from this hovel, much less soaring from it. It's my hovel and I love it. That is funny. We just got Storyteller too. Kickapoo of the Silver Bazaar having a hard time handling a couple of troublesome laborers. Let's see. Warm face for an outsider. Hammers east of here are the very least heard of them. Well, a few of their workers have decided to drop in on us for a little rest and relaxation, but they're no workers. There's nothing but hired muscle sent to threaten the people of the bazaar and harass our shops. It's not the first time. Scare them off with some strongly worded doubts. What do you say? Alright, so let's go back to social, emotes, and find doubt right here. And we'll put that on our bar. And again, we need to go ahead and sometime soon we need to go ahead and make a new action bar or 2 or 3. Has the look of a Laleful, dying to be asked if he has any work to offer. Sure, easy Gil, if you're interested. One required to break a sweat, well, not much of one. All you need to do is slay enough rusty coblins to gather 4 bottles of coblin grease, then deliver them to Hyur by the name of Aldalard at the hammers. Once he has the grease, he can use it to keep the hammers running. It couldn't be more simple. Surrounded by fools here, they detest the hammers and the new way of life they symbolize. They care only for the success of the past, but it blinds them to the opportunities of the present. Change isn't coming, friend. It's already here. I call the Silver Bazaar home for now, but I'm no lingering affection for the place. I go wherever there is guild to be gotten. Is this one of the workers I'm supposed to doubt? A riled worker. Your ears are working? I said piss off. Enough already. I'm leaving. But tell that bloody kickapoo this is the end of nothing. You hear? Nothing. Okay. Looks like there's another quest giver down here. There might also be more people we're supposed to... Another riled worker. Broken compass. Getting your bearings. Please, you must help me as my father. Well, he isn't dying or anything. He's a fisherman. He broke his only compass. He hasn't been able to put it out to sea in weeks. The compass is very special. It was crafted by the goldsmith of Ethethaim's lapidaries. Repairing it will only require many chunks of magnet. Such stones can be found near the lighthouse, but the search is not without its dangers. The area is rife with earth sprites drawn to the magnetism. The lowly fisherman's son, I have no arm for fighting, nor the stomach. 3 trunks of magnite would serve to mend the compass. Once you find them, please take them to my father, Galfredus. No doubt he'll be dawdling about the bazaar as always. Doubt. Okay. Thought maybe we were supposed to speak to somebody here for the goblet housing quest, but it must be somewhere else. All right, let's go find the rest of these workers that we're supposed to threaten, basically. Let's say there could be either one behind or inside of here. Merchant and mender. Oh, there's some riled workers. We can repair our gear. Somebody's shopping for rugs. Using the power of doubt to make the workers leave. Okay. Hammers are built to pound the ground. The plan is to turn these tracks into manors and manses for thousands wealthy. Same fate awaits the Silver Czar. Since the value of the land is set to rise, small wonder some opportunities trying to drive us off so he can have it all for himself. The Silver Bazaar may yet not be what she used to. Aye, more people leave now than come, and aye, more shops close than open, but it's my home, and I don't mean to be chased off by some bloody gillionaire craven who sends common thugs to do his dirty work. Okay. There's a fate we can do. Getting your bearings. And getting your bearings is the one where we find chunks of magnetism. I'm supposed to kill these things. Might actually need a potion here in a second. We pulled him off of him pretty easily. We must have some, our abilities must have some threat generation in them, like automatically. Okay. Let's work on another one of these guys. We've done plenty of progress towards the fate. Alright, just one more of these. Fate's almost done too. Hopefully we'll kill this one before somebody else kills another one. Okay, there it is. Alright, here's a piece of magnetite we need. We're going to be level 10 pretty soon. Get that next class quest. Okay, there's one. Two. Draka, remind me, what level can you pick up another job, another class to try out another class? What level do you have to get your original class before you can do that? Is it 10 or 5? Oh, after you do the level 5 class quest? Oh, okay, I've already done that. Bloody compass done broke on me. Not be fishing this day nor the next more than that. It's either 5 or 10. Okay, I'm close either way. I'm close to 10. I've already done 5. Comes put it back out to sea as they catch a nice haul of fat fish. Vessel is barely seaworthy. No crane. All bloody day. Sea vessel gets me a few gill at best. Or an empty coin purse or stomach and all a bazaar. Small ships ain't got no place at sea no more. Everywhere I go, I'm in the shadow or wake of some monstrous trawler or scenery. The old ways were done, where fishermen done, or lost our way. You will have opened outfits. Oh, gotcha. I ain't no fisherman. Broken man with a broken compass and broken dreams. Poor guy. What's the follow-up quest to that? Goblin muggers that took him. Compass fixed. They ain't got me lucky copper lures. Made off with me lures dozens. Goblins bring them back lures. Couple of copper ones. Okay. Alright. And that's right up there. Tackle the problem. Alright, we gotta go up this way anyway. Yeah, we haven't opened up outfits yet, it looks like. But we haven't turned in the level 5 class quest, which is what we need to go do here shortly. Let's see. I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing for this. Tackle the problem. Okay, goblin muggers. I think we just need 2 of these, right? Those are kind of like the first cool enemies to me. Like, those are really cool. Like, this early in the game. Those little goblins look pretty awesome. Okay. Guess we go back and turn that quest in. And then we'll use our return ability because we're going to be pretty far off. Let's see what this is, though. Try now. Essentially, thank the gods for both of you. Hammers are pounding. So once that's done, it's the structures start to rise. Local resistance. Bloody thorn in my side. He's going to give us another quest, isn't he? Nope. Okay. Alright. Let's go turn this other one in, and then we'll use return. I think our character looks pretty awesome, actually. Oh, there's already another quest opened up. Alright, here's the 2 lures he was asking for. Thought in their buttes again. Catch no fish with these. Life waiting out there somewhere, so maybe compass will lead me to it. Born and bred here I was, never called no place home. Times are changing though. Suppose I could sell off my land, buy a bloody buzzard prospector, see what else is out there for me. Alright, for now we'll get this quest reward because I'm not sure what we're going to do in terms of class yet. We changed gloves, that looks cool. Alright, so there's 2 quests out here. Let's go ahead and accept them, but we're not going to do them right now. Those hollers, who do you think they are? Pay good coin. Oh, they're one of those tasking adventures types, are you not? Some wares our order from Uldan merchant arrived, but those bloody worthless haulers just dropped them outside the gate and left. There's 3 pieces in all. Would you be good? Bring them to me. Gather pieces of baggage. Someone to help her with the land. Prospectors bought their sites. It's terrible, Clarimo. Simply terrible. Please, you must help us. You've already done so much for us, I know, but we are in grave danger. Those fiends have drawn up a fake contract of sale, or trying to use it to drive us from the bazaar. Do you smell that, Kickapoo? This is the smell of inevitability. You knew this day would come. You simply chose to fill the interim with resistance rather than acceptance. Brave but foolish. Oh, we gotta help them. Back for more, Kenrick? How many times must I say it before it seeps into that thick skull of yours? I'd die before I see one ilm of this land fall into your hands. Easily arranged, I assure you. Come, Kickapoo. Listen to reason. You know who we are. You know our deeds. You know hope in this. Look at this miserable place, a stain on the map. You resist now, but I swear I will lay waste to these shabby tents and broken buildings, and when I'm finished, I'll guarantee you will thank me for it. You stupid, foolish man, you couldn't be more wrong. We may no longer boast the vigors of Gil of days past, but this home to me and many more, our memories are here, years worth of them, decades. We sweated together when we dug this well. We laughed and drank together in every festival, and we mourned together with each life the desert took from us. That is the Silver Bazaar. That is home. Those memories are what make this place, and I swear to the 12s above I'll feed you and whatever master you serve to your own manhood before I let you destroy it. Stubborn girl, no matter. The sale is all but concluded. Look about you. Writs of seizure have already been posted. And I'd not think of taking them down, were I you. In this futile fight, Kickapoo, there are far more of us, and you are truly willing to die for this place. We're more than willing to oblige you. Clarimo, please, the writs of seizure. You must tear them down and chase Kenrick from here once and for all. Okay. So all the quests are pretty nearby, so I think we will go ahead and do these. And there's some of the baggage. We're supposed to gather all this. Drak, are you feeling better? Everything going okay? Oh, there's Kenrick just standing outside of town. That's funny. Alright, let's go do these other 2. Take down these other 2 writs of seizure. I'm glad you're feeling much better. So, I'm trying to decide upon a class to play for this lore character, of course. And I was kind of thinking about trying I think it's called the Arcanist. Is that the one that, where you like summon something to fight by you? I think it's like part DPS, part healing class, according to what job you take at 30. What are your thoughts on that class? Does it have fun abilities, fun mechanics? Does it do pretty good DPS? Yeah, it turns into Summoner or Scholar. So I assume Scholar is the healer and Summoner is more of the DPS track. Do you think that would be a fun class for me to play? Summoner is healing Scholar's damage. Also apparently the lowest damage unwanted class at the moment. Oh, that's too bad. I mean, so, you know, if I really end up playing this lore character all the way, what I'm probably going to do, somewhat similar to what I'm doing on my main, is at 50 I'll probably take Red Mage as my DPS class and then keep, you know, keep being able to heal on my other class. Okay, we found them. Garment sparrows are no qualms. We never learned much less. Guild is hard to come by now, and more with each passing day. This bazaar is overly proud souls, underdeveloped list. RDM was fun, definitely not for someone who wants to be lazy. Oh yeah, a lot going on with that, huh? Damn bazaar sinks beneath the sands to strangle it. The sooner the better. All right, again, we'll take this gear just to kind of complete the set that we have going. I guess I didn't get one. Oh no, I gotta go talk to Kenrick. Just my opinion, I think you should do a tank class. Take DRK to max. Has one of the best stories, very hilarious and thought-provoking. Okay, well, I would be more interested in doing, so Dark Mage, I could pick up Dark Knight at 50 and I could play, I guess I could play Black Mage 250. My only thing about Black Mage, it did seem fun. My only thing was that whole balance between like the fire and ice, like going back and forth. I wasn't sure if long term I would enjoy that, but maybe they make that sort of, that ability back and forth thing cooler than I'm thinking it is. Alright, so we've handed him the 4 writs that we took down. What have you done by me, my men? No, that's impossible. The day may be yours, but I'll be back soon in far more fearsome company. You made an enemy for life, you fool. I won't be content simply to see Bazaar struck down from the naps. No, I will not rest till my name is wiped from every till its name is wiped from every history book. I assume we go talk to this person again. You know, I've never been crazy about tanking. I did want to try a tank class on this Toon, possibly, but I've never been crazy about it. So Kenrick is gone for now, is he? That's certainly the brightest news we've had in a while, though I can't help but wonder why about the more fearsome company he threatens to bring. I've never had a way with words, bloody partly things, but we would like to thank you, Claremo. You've just saved the Silver Bazaar, you've saved me, you've saved who I am. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do Black Mage to 50 and then Dark Knight. Do some of the Dark Knight stuff too. I don't know, we'll see. I've have to maintain constant vigilance to keep my home from harm, but it's a vigil I welcome. I'll stand up to any threat that comes through that gate. And we'll stand with you. Fafano. Yeah, what do you... Saw what you did for us. Having Claremo here, chase off Kenrick and all, it's true there ain't much here worth fighting for, but it's home. And one ain't ready to give up on it just yet. Aye, this is home, and even if there's nothing left but sand and cracked stone, then I say we build something right here together. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, and most of all, thank you, Claremo. There are more fine garments of gold spun and no more bustling port with ships full of cargo and fish. But the better days live on in our hearts. We are the Silver Bazaar, and it is us. Our memories, our past, our history. That is what makes this place. As long as we remain, so too does hope. You taught us what it is to defend the home we love, and from now on we'll do no less for ourselves than you've done for us. pretty cool little quest line all around the Silver Bazaar place. Final favor, ask you this letter. I wonder if you would deliver it to Momadi for me when you next visit Ul'dah. I'm actually going to Ul'dah now. She and I have been good friends for many years. Let her read my words, and she'll be able to give you the reward I cannot. Do you remember if the class storyline for Arcanist is any good? I think we just want to return straight to Ul'dah, right? Yeah. I'm going to take a quick bio break. Be right back, folks. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, didn't turn my mic on at first. Alright, we're going to go to the Gladiators Guild first and see if we have in fact unlocked the ability to try out other classes. Just not sold on Paladin. I mean, it's fine. I guess I'm still just kind of wrestling with what I want to do with this character. Enemies will ill-behaved ruffians, but who knows what manner of opponents you will face in the future. Regardless of face, you will do well. Master your sword, and you shall master yourself. Now then, there will be work for you in the days to come. Return to your training ground, and we will speak again. So we're getting a better sword, and we have some options here. Looks like the best one for us is actually the custom-made cuirass. Alright, let's see. Woo. Just got 10, and we got Riot Blade. Combo Alpha Fast Blade. Restores MP, that's pretty cool. Maybe we should see what that's like to use. Alright, what can we wear here? Oh, that looks cool. The gear is starting to look pretty good, I think. Let's see what the level 10 quest is. We're going to get a shield. You figured we would. First ornament requires your immediate sense of the dangerous matter. I hope you're ready for your next tasks. Require your immediate senses. There's been several violent murders recently, the victims of which were all Hyrian men. Based on the multiple spear wounds found upon the bodies of the deceased, we believe the Lancers are responsible for their crimes. A blight upon our city. I fear it's only a matter of time before one of our own is targeted. I've just received reports of foreign Lancers skulking around in Stone's Throw. Considering circumstances, I find it likely these are our culprits. We cannot abide any more murders. Go to Stone's Throw outside the gate of Nald and speak with any you find in the area. With luck, we may find these Lancers before they strike again. Alright, this is... Alright, so just south of Blackbrush Station. Alright. Very cool. I always like the class quest so much. Alright, so next... Alright, so you want to be a goldsmith, miner, weaver. 38 is dishonor for death. Let's go to Thunder's Guild. Let's see if we can... Let's see if it's going to let us take a new class yet. Looks like it's not. It may be that we have to finish the level 10 quest before we can do it, which is fine because that's what we're about to do anyway. Let's just see what it says. Oh wait. It may let us do it. Let's see. Oops. Welcome to the Thaumaturge's Guilds. Faith has guided your steps here, friend. Hallowed halls, the arts of devastation are taught, proving magics which bring to an enemy's ruin. Wield the power of... I urge you to seize the moment and confide in me your arcane ambitions. Okay. You must complete level 10 quest. Alright, so that's what it is, level 10 quest. Alright, so now we know. Pugilist, Samurai. Okay, we need to go to the Adventurers Guild. So let's go transport to the Adventurers Guild. And if I want to do Arcanist, that's actually in another land. So that's going to require some real adventuring to get there. Alright, let's go see. We needed to turn this in. Oh, we never did capture those. We never did slay those captured shrews, didn't we? Alright. Then you got something for me? Yes, I do. A letter. Now, who would think to... Kickapoo, haven't heard from that old gal in ages. How's the deer doing? Let's see. Uh-oh. Haha, that's Kickapoo, all right. Time was I used to call in at the Silver Bazaar quite often. That was back when I was still the busiest hub in Thanalin, mind you. Kickapoo and I used to stay up till dawn talking about, well, whatever girls do. Kickapoo's the very heart and soul of that place. Even most folk here in the city still remember her name. Breaks my bloody heart to hear her, and them good folk were nearly forced from their land. Dirty business, that. But I'm not at the point of worrying just yet. I wager Guild to Gagaboo Poop. The Silver Bazaar will be rallying back its former glory before long. In any case, I thank the 12 you were there to help them. Here, for your own on behalf of Kickapoo and the Bazaar. We'll get a all classes thing, in case we end up changing classes, we'll have something we can wear. Alright. Something we can wear at low level. Alright, so now I guess we need... Oh, Chocobo Keep. We're high enough level now where we can do Chocobo Keeps. This is like another quicker way to travel. It's cheaper than going... Using the porters is cheaper than going by crystals, but it does take a little more time. Alright, so we're not going to ride on one, but it's good that we've got that. Alright, let's see. Most wanted. We'd probably just be faster traveling up to Blackbrush Station, to be honest. Is this a gate here? Yeah, Gates of Nald. Okay, never mind. That's the fastest way. That's going to be the fastest way. Until a quieter time. Oh, that's our next story quest. That's right. Don't kill me, please. I'm not the one you want. Speak with the Gutless Gladiator. Thank you, thank you. They approached out of nowhere. Said no, but they attacked me anyway. What do I do to deserve this? Report to Milia. Okay, so let's report back to Milia. Maybe we should just do that. You know? I'm torn because I actually really like the way that this character is going to look in this type of gear, but I don't necessarily want to play this class, so it's kind of funny. Alright, Gladiators Guild. I bet this quest isn't over yet, though. This will be a multi-parter, I'm guessing. So they were indeed the murderers we sought. What brought Duskwhite freelancers all the way from the Black Shroud? And why were they murdering higher-end men with swords? First sword. What is it? Lancers, first sword. A gang of hiding in the tunnel south of Blackbrush Station. Not rid of them yet. Clarimo, you might well finish what you started. Go to Central Thanalan and dispatch the last of these freelancers. Bruce, accompany Clarimo. See that she doesn't die. Well, I can keep the last from getting skewered, but I'll patch her up the best I can. Clarimo, defend Bruce. He knows powerful healing magic of it. He cannot employ them unless you keep all your enemies occupied. Do not forget to use your flash technique. I will not forget. I'm counting you to keep those bastards away from me. Watch me back and I'll watch yours. Aye. Send these freelancers to the 7th gate. Okay, let's see where they are. This is probably... We probably are going to transport to Brush Station, actually. We're going to go get this done. Get this level 10 quest done. Oh, we've got other quests out here, don't we? We'll wait on those though. We're going to the tunnels, it looks like. Bruce the Big. Okay. We gotta use lots of flash. This is a pretty good, like, teach you how to tank quest. This is pretty cool. Just like the basics of you gotta be aware and make sure you've got threat on all the enemies. Captain. complete. What have we done here? Let's head home, Claremont. I could use a drink. And we can return. Report to Mila, so we'll return to Ul'dah. Our return just got done. Just got ready. Pretty good timing. Pretty good timing. Alright, let's talk to Gladiators Guild. Congratulations, job well done, Claremont. Bruce says you acquitted yourself well. Tremendous growth since you joined us, and though it pains me to do this, you have earned the right. I grant you leave to join other guilds. Ul'dah is home to both the Pugilist and the Thaumaturge Guild. However, there's also guilds where you may learn something more peaceful traditions. Join the guilds of other nations if that is your desire. Know that I will respect your decision wherever they may be. Do not forget that you are above all a gladiator. Before you head off, I want to ask you, what is your opinion on this, Claremont? Route for a bounty. They were tracking a man named Aldous. Are you certain this is the name you heard? He's alive, but how? Told you I wasn't going to lie to my guildmaster. Alright. We can... Let's just try it on. I just want to see what it looks like. Alright, it's nothing special. Better than having on an eye patch, I guess. Hands though, we'll do that. Gear sets. All right, so we can't do another till we're at level 15. Armory's unlocked though. All right, let's equip everything that we can. Let's create a gear set for Gladiator, and let's see how we look. Sword and shield now. Pretty cool. That sword is not my favorite. It's actually a paddle. Why do we have a paddle with blades on it? Who knows? Alright, so now we have to choose whether or not we want to do... if we want to try Black Mage, or if we want to do Arcanist. Let's see, where is Arcanist learned at? It's the marine city of Limsa, Laminsa, one of the cities that I understand the least. Okay, let's see. Alright. So if we were going to travel to Lima Lusa for funsies, how would we get there? Because we haven't unlocked... Wait, have we unlocked the airship yet? I'm assuming we can't get on the airship yet, so I think we would actually have to run there. And I don't think it's till level 15... Yeah, we can't go on that yet. Okay. How do we get out of here? Over here. I don't think it's till level 15 that you can do that, and that's through the main story quest. So let's look at our map to see, because I definitely want to keep this character. The question is, are we going to go through the process now? So this is There's Limalosa. Okay. Can you get... I'm gonna have to look for outside help here. I think you can hoof it, but so you can hoof it. It looks like it's probably not worth the time. So let's keep leveling to 15 on Gladiator. Make sure it doesn't grow on us. We're leveling so fast anyway. And then we'll get the main story open, and then we can go try a couple other classes and then kind of decide permanently what we're going to do. Alright, so we need to go back out there. What is this? You want to be an alchemist? I guess I should make sure I don't want to try out. I don't want to try out Pugilist. And I really want to try out Arcanist before we try out Black Mage again. Alright, so let's go to... let's make sure there's nothing we want to do here. Okay, I think basically if we go back to the Gate of Nald, that's about the best. Unless we just want to spin the gill. What's in here? Oh, the goblet to get to the housing area. We haven't attuned to that yet. Alright, so let's go to the Gate of Nald. Again, you level so fast. We will just focus on getting to 15 and opening up the point in the story where we can travel between cities. And then if we want to try another class, we really haven't spent that much time. And we'll have really had a chance to try Gladiator a little more. Because we have gotten another ability that made it a little more interesting. We have a shield, so a little more defense, I'm assuming. This is giving us block rate and block strength, so that's all that's giving us right now. Tasting of the Shrew. I guess we should go... Nah, yeah, let's go do Tasting the Shrew first, and then we'll go back to where we got the main story quest. And what time is it? So we've got a little while longer until we wrap up the second video. Here's a barrel trap. These are where the shrews are trapped at. So one thing you can do to go... Oh, we never looked at our actions. We never looked at our roll. We actually have one. Rampart. Reduces damage taken by 20 seconds. So it's like a defensive ability. Let's do that. 1, 2... Where's our traits here? So this is just to remind me about the combo, because Fast Blade actually sets up both of those abilities. So we're going to do it that way. Okay, and that's everything we've got right now. Very good. We probably want to go... We actually need another action bar. We'll set that up shortly. I think we killed the wrong one. That's okay. Right. And you're off. Another thing that will help us finish leveling is getting our hunting log done. Alright. We killed your shrews. Here is your fresh shrew meat. This rich, robust redness shrew meat is lean yet lovely. Slathered in my secret sauce and smoked. The symphony of savory sensation will satisfy even the most critical connoisseur. That's a big increase. Because we don't have one on right now. Alright, so we'll go ahead and take that. Anything to help us do a little bit more damage is worthy of our taking. Alright, word is Blackbrush Station sorely undermanned. The stone torches there can't get a moment's peace. If don't help none, the antlings have been multiplying like nobody's business. For every Crichton wearing, and his crew put down 2 more of his buggers spawn in its place. I was thinking mayhap ye can make yourself useful at the station by culling some antlings. I don't doubt Warren would appreciate the help. Winter Trusty's like to have more work for you. Mind you, you'll need to show the man proof of your deeds. 5 or so antling mandibles ought to do the talking for you. Okay. That's going to be right out here. There's also a... that's pretty low level fade, actually. Alright, here's an antling. Dude, sleep good. Talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Oh, we got them all. Alright. So we're going right up here. Say put down some antlings. You're scarce. First come here and make that claim. Unless you prove this feat and not get a single gill from me. Those are antling mandibles? And it's true, you really culled the beast. I apologize for doubting your word. We're out of harm's way. Truth is, the antlings have been more active than ever. Too many able bodies venture to help preserve the peace in the area. When this age, gladly assign you a task. Guys, we have shortage of them here. Okay. Special equipment for you, set you free. Okay. Our primary duty is keep the tracks clear of pests. You've proven you have some skill at arms for us. In you in the midst of the fell fiends, I would inspect your gear. There's life and death, and I'll have it on my conscience. The other venture to ultimate demise. Arms and armor in order, and we place your 8%. Okay. I have 5 of formed. Okay. Alright, so we are good on gear. One thing I did want to check out, though, is the comparison of our ring here. Oh, no. It's bracelet. This is +1 to strength. What current bracelet do we have? Where is bracelet there? It's +1 to a lot of things. Okay, then yeah, we're good. Ready for inspection? Everything's been in order. You know, it's guaranteed the world. Fate's a fickle mistress after all. At any rate, capable adventures like you are few and far between have you throw your life away. Comrades, for side cracks and harvest death. No matter what you face, not describe the importance of gear. It's actually identical, isn't it? I think it is identical. Alright. Visual and exterminate the goblins attacking ore wagons. Let's get to it and show you. Ore wagons pass the station every day, but not without incident. Wagons coming and going from the dispatch yard to the south must pass through a tunnel. By this watch tunnel, which some genius saw fit to put an ore storehouse, creating ideal condition for a goblin. The bees are taking up residence in the tunnel we dug. We're practically delivering meals to their doorstep. Inside the tunnel in question, you'll find narrow fissure where my goblins hide. Use the silver ore cluster to lure out the creatures and slay them. Alright. Hurt bad. Torch, use a blade, and both people, you know what I'm saying. Any road. Ask what's wrong, but he refused to tell me. Stubborn bugger seems pride more important than his life. And then acting tough. I'll tell you myself, I've tried, but the fella ended up kicking the bucket. I don't want that on my conscience. Try and talk him into drinking high potion. And somebody over there sells them. Alright, who sells the high potion? There we go. Alright, so let's offer a high potion to this dude. I think this might be the end. Yeah, here you go, buddy. I don't really need this, but if you insist, you have my thanks, adventurer. You take me for inspiration. You say I was almost bought low by a gentle blow to the head. Pass me for a few moments, think pay for discretion without matter, so share with my warrior's wisdom. If you must practice your juggling, use heavy stones at your own peril. This is a ring with a +1 strength. And we could use it. We could use it. Ring here. Yep. We are good. Alright. No more quest here, and the main quest is going to take us there. Out of house and home, right? Yep. Lure out and slay the goblins. We got your goblins covered. So we're about to hit 11. About to hit 11. Yeah. What is this locked quest up here? Forging the Spirit. That has to do with enchanting or something, I think. Alright, we'll use the 100 gil to get there quick. And sometimes it's worth the time it saves just to spend a little gil. I'm just going to put us well over 10, I think. One might liken these train tracks to veins that bear our nation's lifeblood. If only we had more women like you to lend a hand. This is a necklace. Okay, we don't really need that. Let's do that. Alright, we just hit 11. Solve a mystery. Right woman to solve this mystery. Someone or something has been littering the tracks with pieces of silver ore. Tiny logs, of course. Okay, and clearing these obstructs. We can't keep this up forever. I need you to find the culprits and end their mischief. Search for any piece of pock-marked silver ore on the tracks. You're lucky you'll catch the batch before they escape. Hammerbeak ribs. Hammerbeaks. Ceremonial silverware. Instructed to refine the ore by melting a furnace lined with layer bone ash. This one was long to let stock our stores of hammerbeak ribs. Fiends take their bones to Behringer in my stead. I'll be forever grateful. Alright. Let's go this way first and get these pockmarked silver ore. It's all over the place. Oh, it's a Spriggan Chumbler. That's who's doing this? need a bunch of these guys, aren't we? Might as well start killing them. They go down pretty easy though. What if we get like a ranged taunt at any time? More hammer beaks up here. Don't really want to leave this area until I have them all. We just need 2 more. Go this way maybe, and then we'll cut back up to the north. There's one. So they're going to be respawning down here probably. Oh, there's another one. Good. Okay. Alright, let's head to the last one here. So, I mean, as you see, there is a way to, like, balance enjoying all the quests, reading them, getting a sense of the story, but also you can still level pretty fast. I mean, you can certainly level faster if you skip all the quest material, if you don't do all the side quests, but there's a way to sort of balance that and still really immerse yourself in the game and the story. Alright. So we've got 2 quests to turn in. Can't really see if first one's up here maybe, or is it inside? Must be inside somewhere. Yeah, let's go inside. I don't guess we've been in here yet, have we? Baron Gare. Hammerbeak ribs on hand. Yeah, well, here's some more. Guess the girl found a way after all. Thanks for the help, Venture. Don't quite understand myself, and I'm fell straight set it all the way, even though we could use shards to refine silver faster and cheaper. So just go to show that the Myers Guild has more money than it knows what to do with. Gods, what would I do with that kind of problem? It's not going to be as good, is it? I wonder what it looks like, though. It looks very similar. Ether. Nah. Okay. That person's got another quest. Boy. Leftovers. Little superstitious miners believe that Spriggans are harmers of fortune, but my reckoning the creatures are not more than pests like goblins. There's no better omen for sons than you ever since beginning helping out the station arms. Running smooth without a single hiccup. Alright. Gladiator's arm, Pulis, 2-handed see, I think there's a... Oh wait, let's do item comparison on this. Yeah, it's not as good, so let's do that. There's a chance we're gonna become that. Cover stolen coffers of gemstones. Okay. Mischief Kigorn has stolen our cargo. Thieving rats love anything that sparkles. They've made off with several coffers of precious gemstones. Flamey Alavi finds out. I beg you, help me get the gemstones back. Layers southwest, follow the tracks, and you're bound to find them. And this is the main story quest. Most amazing rumor. I was hoping we'd bump into each other. Why? Because the most fascinating piece of news recently reached my ears. I'm eager to share it. May I? Rumor has a vast untapped vein of ore beneath the... Not all inconceivable. The concern appears to be entirely inexistent. The concern appears. And even as we speak, a young upstart, a self-made merchant from Stone's Throw of all places, is moving to claim it. The fellow's name is Wyston, and he is very, very ambitious young man. Tend to secure exclusive excavation rights, but they say his master plan uses new fortune to curry favor with the Sacrarium. Of course, there's only consider the option most wealthy when drafting laws of Ul'dah. If you would have your voice heard, you must be prepared to pay a sultan's ransom. Of course, there's only consider the opinions most wealthy when drafting laws of Ul'dah. If you would have your voice heard, you must be prepared to pay. Oh wait, I already read that. Among lavish skill upon the Thaumaturge, some claim that he devised new laws with express intentions ruining the competitors while protecting his own interests. Suffice it to say, if Sten thinks he can compete with the likes of the Syndicate, he's in for a rude awakening, but that eventuality may yet lead the way off. Moving ahead with his plans and assembling a team to survey the site. Told he's at the Coffer and Coffin right now, recruiting able-bodied adventurers to escort his... Man, you should meet Wyston and volunteer for his expedition. Okay. Alright, let's go do this. I want to try something. So one thing that happens that's really cool about this game, because it, you know, even for me, having played several of the classes and thinking that I had a plan coming into this, like I'm already sort of questioning which class do I want to play, and you know, getting to know this character and thinking about how this character will end up being. And so we're going to try the, this is the class that ends up leading to the job of Black Mage. And we are going to give it a go. Now, one thing it does, when you level up a second class, until you catch up with your primary class, you actually get to level twice as fast. So even though we haven't unlocked things like Levimates and some of the other things that help you level really fast, there still may be ways to, even at this low level, catch up, but we're going to see. So Whisper Thaumaturge's beginnings. The nation of Ul'dah inherited its traditions from ancient Beldia, a city founded by the descendants of the first mages. Secrets the illustrious sorcerers were ultimately entrusted to the priests of the Order of Nalthal, who have passed them down from generation to generation ever since. Focused and refined over centuries of use in the Order's funeral rites, the arcane magics of our ancestors eventually emerged as we are now as Thaumaturgy. A freezing blizzard to halt corruption, a raging fire to cleanse a corpse, a bolt of lightning to expel the sins of mortal life. Dwarmers employed in the preparations of the dead are equally efficient applied to the living. Thus does our guild thrive in the depths of Arzaneth Isur, a sanctuary devoted to Thal, the divine arbiter of the afterlife. What you say then, adventurer? If you would plumb the abyssal depth to our learned sages' guild, your descent, before you leap the darkness, and prove our guild masters you're possessed of the spiritual fortitude necessary to look upon that which therein. When you're ready to submit to the judgment of our most intimate mages, say the word. Alright, let's join. I would have you study the volumes of fundamental principle as 108 of them. Had not been abolished. Too great a deterrent to fresh novices, they said. I suppose you shall have to settle for calling upon the collective wisdom of our guild masters. We have 5, you see. All brothers of the same house. Though they all wield the supreme authority as eldest to provide a singular voice for the guild when it's required. Master Kokobi, I believe. Alright. So we go back here. Whoa, wait. Oh, that's Thal's teeth. Did your mother never tell you not to startle a thaumaturge? Look at the expectant face, Kokobo. This lady is obviously a new applicant for the guild seeking audience with our eldest brother. Oh, Pralayake, she can recite 307 verses of the funeral rites of the virtuous fallen, but the simple task of keeping our name straight seems ever beyond her grasp. Wahaha. Well, I, for one, the constant confusion endlessly entertaining. My apologies, my dear. My merriment was not meant to mock your mistake, as our sibling Kokobuki, with whom you should speak. What's this? What's this? Thal has led us a new aspirant? Were you here the entire time? Greetings, child. I am Kokobuki, the eldest, and I would venture to say the wisest of the 5 masters of the Thaumaturge's Guild. It's my solemn duty to furnish our would-be initiates with succinct understanding of our beloved art. Thus I would have your fullest attention. To wield Thaumaturgy is unleash devastation of the highest magnitude. The lethal force of our spells far exceeds the destructive capabilities of any other form of arcane manipulation. Fire, lightning, blizzards, somnolence. The Thaumaturge calls upon an expansive arsenal of offensive incantations to incapacitate and obliterate all manner of adversaries. Open your mind to our sorcerer's teachings, and you too shall soon hold the unparalleled power of our discipline in the palm of your hand. Of course, such power is a price. You must be willing to plunge headfirst into our forbidden chasm of Thaumaturge's secrets. For advancement in this art comes only with the completion of deadly and terrible trials. As I ask you now, aspirant, are you prepared to leap into the abyss in pursuit of power unrivaled? Sure, we'll give it a try. We'll see how this fits. A confident response. Your name, if you will. Very well, Clarimo. Let's mark your initiation with 3 eminently practical gifts. Hunting log. Name of such enemies that provide suitable to your training as a Thaumaturge. Second and third gifts are the scepter and shield. Instruments you shall have need to focus on the destructive forces of your will. Believe your initiation over, my dear disciple. We've only just begun. Take your new weapon in hand, and I will set forth upon your first trial. Alright, changing classes. So what we're going to do here is, first of all, you have to replace the weapon. And now we are a new... You've changed a new battle class. Less than bird of leveling. Experience bonus known as armory bonus is added when slaying enemies and participating in fates. Alright. Scepter will complements the avid desire for destructive power written upon your features. Now we shall complete your initiation with a trial to test the limits of your aptitude for channeling Thaumaturgy. Huge hornets, star marmots, and snapping shrews inhabit this land in abundance. Exercise your sorceress might and slay 3 of each and the creatures before returning to my side. Okay. So we go there. Oh, it's all in the same place. All right. So that means we need to go to the Gates of Nade again. And we have a completely new hunting log, which will help us level as well. That actually might be the key to leveling here early on. All we have is Blizzard so far. Okay. So the thing with this class is the more fire you cast, the more damage fire does, but the more mana it costs. So fire is getting to be very powerful, but also costing a lot of mana. We can't even cast fire again, it's so powerful. So now we have to do some blizzards to get our mana back up. Alright, so we leveled up to 3 now. So we've already hit level 3 just by killing a few things. Where are the other creatures I need? We're looking for the shrews. Here they are. Now this is a stationary class. Alright, let's go ahead and switch to Blizzard. You'll see that Blizzard doesn't do quite as much damage, but we'll start getting more and more mana back. Now we can switch back to fire with plenty of mana. The character definitely looks different now, doesn't it? Alright, so we have finished that class. What level is this? Level 5. Well, we should maybe just go back and turn this quest in. Oh wait, no, we need to get to 5 before we can do the next one. So let's go find something on our hunting log or something. Ladybug, cacti. Cloud is on there. Alright, we need more of those clouds. 1 of 3. Let's see if the others are up over here or farther past. This doesn't look like there's many of them, does there? At least not. Oh, here's another one. Gotta switch to Blizzard because we're out of mana. We leveled up. What is this? Transpose. Wait, what? Swaps Astral Fire with a single Umbral-icer. Oh, that's cool. Alright. I think I understand how that works. We gotta watch our rate here. 13, 20. Alright, we finished that hunting log. This is all level 9 stuff, so we're not going to be able to do anything with that. It'd be cool if we could find something else on the hunting log out here, to be honest. And then turning in our class quest might give us enough to... But it can't be much higher than these levels. What's this phase? 11. I think anything up here is just going to get higher and higher level, right? These aren't on there, are they? No. Nope, they are not. Well... Let's just see what's up here. Level 9 stuff. Yeah, that's not gonna be good. Okay. Wait, level 5 Fate. We could probably handle a level 5 Fate, perhaps. This might also give us a chance to find something else on our hunting log. Maybe. so we need the cactus leaves. Like you can just pick up cactus leaves as well. I don't know how many we have, but we've got quite a few. Turn some in. Ooh, these guys attack on sight. Ooh. Taking lots of damage. Alright, let's go turn in what we have. Where do we turn in what we have? Over here. Alright, a few have been delivered. We're about to deliver a bunch. 13, in fact. Gosh. That's a ton. Alright. I think the fate's going to be over in a minute, so just let's gather a couple more and go turn them in. Now that hit 5, so that may mean that we get actually more experience for finishing this fate. I don't know if it matters when you start it or when you finish it, but here's 3 more Boudreaux. Alright. Very good. Okay, let's go turn the quest in. So fates are a good way to level. Alright, let's see what we get for turning this class quest in. I don't remember if it's like if class quests really give you that much XP or not compared to like, I mean, main story quests give you so much. So though I really liked the way the gladiator gear was looking, the playstyle of this class, having a DPS class, I'm kind of liking this a little more, to be honest. We'll see. Satisfied like a mage who has utterly vanquished your foes. Claim formally welcome the brother of the charge. Get your capacity wielding inequality limits bound by the level of energy flowing through your physical being. Very self life, exists all being greater less extent. Remember this, the most basic law of arcane manipulation. Endurance, wellspring your magical might also swell in response to moments of extreme terror or duress. Find yourself seeking greater challenge. Your next crave the thrill of experience when you shall know the time has come for you to visit me once more. Okay. Another trial you must have. From this day forth, your tasks and challenges will be shaped by the teachings found within the Yawning Abyss, a tomb poemed by the renowned thaumaturge Zozomaya. My brothers who have not once tasted the bitter drought of defeat will instruct you in the vital lessons to be gleaned. Much how you learn about the threats which practitioner of our art must be contend. First chapter, Threat of Intimacy. Kogo's purview. It's only fitting that one so averse to being approached should teach you the wisdom uncovered therein. Yeah, yes, Clermo, I've been expecting you. Allow me to read you the pertinent passages from the opening chapter to Zozo Maya's guide. The threat of intimacy. How magnificent the potent power we wield, roaring flames, piercing ice, and shocking bolts are matched not by fist, nor sword, nor spear. But the burly warrior waxes fearsome with every closing step. Fists shatter bone, blades slide through flesh, spears puncture soft bellies. Know this, your threat, and stand you apart from such men. The last part makes me queasy no matter how often I recite it. The lesson, however, should be obvious. Keep your distance from your foes. Apart from the agony of being hit or stabbed or worse, you'll have a devil of a time completing an incantation with enemy flailing his weapons at your person. Thus, the wise thaumaturge always strikes from afar, the farther the better. Let us proceed with your trial. Take this dried fish and set it down in the vicinity of the silver bazaar. Simply draw back to a comfortable distance and wait for a vulture to swoop in to feed. Ambush the nasty creature with a barrage of deadly spells. Once you've slain the scavenger, be sure to retrieve a generous slice of vulture meat. He doesn't mind us conducting trials so close to his shop so long as he's properly compensated. Yes, Clermo, we pay him in sorcery blasted bird flesh. Okay, let's see where this goes. So really the way to go is going to be Gate of the Sultana. Okay. Gate of the Sultana it is. Alright. And we'll be wrapping this up soon, but I do want to go ahead and try to get this quest done. Oh, look, ladybug. Hunting log. Okay. Cactar. Level 6. Oh, got a new ability. Damage over time, huh? Okay. I think we can finish this quest here real quick. This is the one that takes you to the housing area. Okay. We're just gonna go there. We finish the quest and then we come right back. I don't know anything about housing this game yet. I know there are lots of like housing furnishing items and stuff. I hear the way the housing market works is that it's like at this point in the game's existence pretty expensive to get houses, but I'm not sure. And we'll do more with housing another time. Alright, who are we supposed to talk to? Okay. Yeah, back there. Okay. Alright. So here's the quest turn in for that. What level is this? Oh, level 5 Fate. We probably ought to do that. Probably worth doing. But let's go turn this quest in first. That's also level 10 Fate. Okay. There's several Fates out here. Alright, Alright, we did get a little XP for that. We can now teleport to the residential district. Thank you, sir. Alright, we need to go this way, and fast. That one is gone, isn't it? Level 5 fate just ended. Make sure we're not passing anything on our hunting log as we run. We were just down here, weren't we? I'm glad we're getting to go back down to the Silver Bazaar. Let's see, what is this? Level 8? Okay. Oh, look what we found. Yay. Ooh, these guys are tough. These guys are tough enemies. Alright, what does this do to our... Doesn't look like it really did anything. We need to get our mana back up here. It's gonna be hard to kill these guys with Blizzard. Alright, we've got full mana though. We can switch it back. This is a really short cooldown on Transpose. I like that. Transpose is such a good ability. May just tank this. Alright. Let's do that. Is this gonna change this at all? It doesn't look like it. Oh, shoot, we're out. Probably should have just transposed to Blizzard there. It would have been better. Because now we're taking the time to build it back up. Oh, we already finished it, didn't we? Okay. Hunting log complete. My bad. Okay. Let's put this down. Wait for it to come. Get full fire going here. Boom. Now go turn it in. Oh, what level is this? Level 8. Shoot. Is somebody actually working on it? Ooh, he's coming after me. Wonder what level we will get from turning this quest in, because it may be worth getting at least a 7 if we can to be a little more powerful and then coming back. I don't know. It's just like low for us. Open up the chocobo. That's not what I meant to click on. Here's your fish. Vulture breast. There's nothing so tender as a bit of pummeled with wanton wizardry. Bit of meat. Nice doing business with you, Thaumaturge. Oh, who's this? Did you say Thaumaturge? Has this mage just completed a guild trial? A diminutive alchemist. Ah, Master Alchemist, what brings you to our bazaar this fine afternoon? Slurs of Pump Vulture. You'd be surprised how many of these scepter-wielding sorcerers end up sliced to ribbons by beak and talon. That's not the sort of flesh I've tasted for, you understand. My brothers, not again. Oh. Wonder what that's about. Wonder what that's about. Report to... Okay, so we report back at the guild. So we did not really get any experience for turning that in because we have to report back to the guild. So... Is anybody making progress on this? Or is it going to be us doing it by ourselves? It's going to be us doing it by ourselves. So, Not as desirable, to say the least. Well, oh, there's only 56 seconds left. We wouldn't finish it anyway. What's this up here? Level 9. Alright. We'll just teleport. We're going to go turn this in. This may let us hit 7. I'm not sure. I love how fast you can travel around. It's so cool. Okay. Welcome back, Claremo. You seem to have done well. Both eyes intact, face appears unshredded. Truly the most terrible feeling to have one's casting interrupted by a heinous injury. It's one of the easier trials, if you ask me. Keep away from pointy, slashy, bashy things if you want to reach the end of an arcane utterance. That's just common sense. Fortune favors a fighter who fires fire from afar. I simply love the look of loathing leveled at me by the distant duelist distressed by my deathly downpour. Wahahaha. We excel at offense, but miserably at defense. Our most effective strategy is to topple our adversaries with overwhelming force before they have a chance to respond. Honor is for knights and dead mages. Claremo, your stays appear to be progressing nicely. It won't be long before you dominate the battlefield as avatar of sorceress destruction. Uh-oh, here he comes. So it's true, Buki. Don't try to hide from me, Baigo, or you, Bonnie, or Bezzy, or Boha. What are you doing here, Kokobuki? You promised you would teach me next. Well, yes, of course we did, Boosie, but Claremo here was the most insistent. And once again you brushed me aside in the hope that I abandoned my heart's desire. Why do you deny me? I hate you, all of you. Poor fella. Please, Bosie, you shouldn't say such hurtful things. You know how delicate Baigo is. Why does he have bandages over his eye? That was Kokobusi, our youngest brother. He so dearly wished to become a thaumaturge like the rest of us, but it simply isn't possible. The poor boy's etheric levels are pitifully low. We thought we had convinced him to accept fate's cruel quirks when he entered the Alchemist Guild, but he yet yearns to walk the path of Thamarji. Such is Kokobusi's determination that he spends all his waking moments experimenting with alchemical concoction, seeking a method by which he can expand his capacity for arcane manipulation. Well, this is obviously not your concern. Back to the abyss with you, young thaumaturge, and I mean in the most encouraging manner possible. Alright, let's see what we got here. We get a better staff. And we honestly should probably take the hat. Alright. I would love to see what this looks like, though. It's too bad. Alright, we'll take the hat. Just makes more sense. Makes more sense. So we did not hit 7 with that, as I feared. Cool, we got a staff now instead of the shield and scepter. And we have our hat. Update that gear set. Very cool. Alright, so we should be able to do this at level 10. Yep, so we've got a little work to do. Next time we play, we'll have a little work to do. Let us head out here. And when we play next, we'll actually have some rested XP. And honestly, probably what we'll have to do, because we've unlocked so few of the typical ways that you would level, until we get up to 9, where the other quests were that we were working on before, we will probably actually just need to go do fates. And that means just going to an area and seeing which fates are up and going and doing them. But that's fine. We can also work on our hunting lodge. Again, such a good way to get, like if we figure out where this is, and this, and this, and this, we would get a total of like 7,500 experience. That would give us like 2 levels. I mean, that's almost all we need. So maybe all we do next is focus on hunting log. Once again, I said it wrong. All right. So our lore character that we're building from the ground up, we're learning who she is as we enjoy playing this new Toon. Again, there's still a lot we need to do. We've reset class. You've kind of seen how that works. Gone from Paladin, actually Gladiator class, which eventually turns into Paladin job. We'll go over class to job transitions later. And now we're on the path to being a Black Mage, but we're not there yet. That doesn't happen until level 30, so we will see. I still want to try Arcanist, but we won't be able to try that until after we do our story quests that allows us to start traveling to the other major cities. And even when I try Arcanist, we may still stay with this class here. I'm actually enjoying it more than I realized I would, so I'm not going to love the gear, but I'm sure the gear, some of it will be cool. So thank you for watching. This is going to wrap up our second video, and yeah, hopefully we'll keep going. Let me know if you're enjoying it. I'm certainly enjoying it. It's been really fun to slow down and really read the quests. My first playthrough, getting up to level 50, was so frenetic, and I know enough about the main story now that some of this little stuff is kind of filling in the pieces. So that's been really cool. So as always, thanks for watching. Until next time, M-Dog out.